earlier this year for my father's family name, and it's spelled Haaser. Originally it was just lettering, but I decided to put some artwork into it. First of all, I've got the Gematria numbers of 185, 312, and 52. 52 being the simplified English Gematria for Haaser. Funny enough, Haaser's number of 52 also equals Earth, as well as many other things that I'm going to post a video about. I wrote a booklet, and I'm going to post a video of me reading that booklet that I made in the past, or I might reread it. So that's what that was. There are, above this line here at the bottom, there are 34 dots. If you count those and include the fish eyes and the dots in the, this looks like a ladybug here. That's 34, the number 34, which would be for 33 and the one standing within the blessings of the Lord or Jesus or Moses or God or whoever you want to say it is. And then there's 6 dots down here, and that would be for the lovers in tarot. And then I'd like to discuss the number 23. 23 is my birthday number, the 23rd of February. And for me, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 and 3 is a peace sign, so there's peace. And I'll show you the combinations of 23 in this tattoo that I got. 23 at the beginning, then there's a 2 and a 3 for the yin-yang and the triangle, 23. And then 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 equals 23. And then the moon in tarot is the number 18 plus 5 is 23. So there's 4 combinations of peace in this tattoo. And they are peace to God, peace to family, peace to friends, and peace to self. And sorry about that car outside, that's annoying. And anyways, there's birds because the number 52 also equals birds in Gematria. And there's 3 children in my family, so there's 3 birds. And there's 2 over here for my parents. And that would be my family, immediate family anyways. I went ahead and I liked all and subscribed to all the Haasers that I could find on YouTube just to be a part of the family name that's been going on for a while. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and, here's some bird tattoos. I'm going to go ahead and discuss the tattoos in depth in a moment after I read my book, but I just wanted to post this video really quickly to say that's what my family name tattoo meant to me. So anyways, have a good one. Going on. My name is Haaser. I'm going to go ahead and read a booklet that I wrote in about 4 months. It's called 10 Fingers and 10 Toes, an Analysis of Tattoos by Haaser. So, this is what the first page looks like. There's a number system called Gematria, and simplified English Gematria has the numbers the numbers 1 through 26 and the letters A through Z. A would equal 1, B would equal 2, C would equal 3, E is 5, C is 26, etc. My left hand would be the temporal realm, and my right hand would be the corporeal realm. On my right ankle, which I'll show you in a second, I've got the tattoo numbers of 384, 432, and 72, which stands for tattoo of the Gematria Bible. 72 In simplified English gematria, the number 72 equals the word school, marriage, money, and pilot. So I'll go ahead and show you that tattoo in a second. I'll lift up my pants because they're kind of... I'm just going to stand on this table. This is the tattoo that I got on my right ankle. These are my tattoos on my hands. This is the number 41 here. And tattoos there, and then one on my back, and one on my left ankle. Here on my left ankle, I've got a tattoo of a rose and the number 57. And the number 57 stands for my mother, Mary, Yahweh, bless, human, rose, and west, as well as many other things. So if I can get my pant leg up, I'll show you that one too.
I like to pause this here and say that the way that I deduce that the number 57 equals Mary, human, rose, and west, those words, is that A equals 1 in the English language and in the number system, B equals 2, C equals 3, D is 4, E is 5, F is 6, G is 7, H is 8, I is 9, J is 10, K is 11, L is 12, M is 13, N is 14, O is 15, P is 16, Q is 17, R is 18, S is 19, T is 20, U is 21, V is 22, W is 23, X is 24, Y is 25, and Z is 26. And so if you write out a word, take the word for example. W is the 23rd letter of the alphabet. So you add W, 23, plus O, which is 15, 23 plus 15, plus R, which is 18th letter of the English alphabet. So 23 plus 15 plus 18 for W-O-R, plus D, and D is the 4th letter of the alphabet because you count A, B, C, D, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be W23 plus O, 15 plus R, 18 plus D, 4 equals the number 60. And that's doing simple gematria, simple geometry. Anyways, we'll get back to the video. I hope that clarified that. So 57 equals rose. That's my example.
My rose tattoo. And then for my last name, Haaser, the number 52 is simplified English gematria, and that stands for Haaser, altar, ship, hulk, gambit, earth, heart, rabbit, what? Hello, Nero, devil, train, 6, form, birds, books, ballet, lived, from, furs, okay, abracadabra. It's also the number of weeks in a year, and it's the number of cards in a deck. I've got a purple heart tattoo with the number 97 in the middle of it. That was the first tattoo that I got, was a purple heart. And 97 stands for my older sister Stephanie. It's, if you spell it out, 19 would be S, 20 would be T, E would be 5, P would be 16, H would be 8, U would be 1, N would be 14, I would be 9, and E would be 5, and that equals 97. The word purple, spelled out the same way, equals 88. Elizabeth, my younger sister, equals 88, and Erica Haaser equals 88, which was a nickname that I was going by for a while. So that's the second page. Alright, so this is where the booklet kind of starts. That was just like an introductory page. Hi, To start this booklet out, I'd like to discuss the words word, Eric, and human. These three words are tattoos on my hands. Let's figure out the numbers for them using simplified Gematria. W equals the 23rd letter of the English alphabet, O is the 15th, R is the 18th, and D is the 4th. That equals the number 60 if you add them together. Eric, E equals the 5th, R is the 18th, I is the 9th, and C is the 3rd. That equals 35. And then human, H is the 8th, U is the 21st, M is the 13th, A is the 1st, and N is the 14th. That equals 57. So now let's add up the totals from these three words to find out more about English. 60 from word, 6 plus 0 equals 6. 35 from Eric, 3 plus 5 equals 8. And 57 from human equals 5 plus 7, which is 12. Now, 6 plus 8 plus 12 equals 26. 26, hey, that's like the 26 letters of the English alphabet from A to Z. Additionally, my birthday numbers add to be 26. 223, 1990. So if you add 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0, that equals 26. Additionally, 26 divided by 2 equals the number 13. And Eric William Haaser spelled out with the number values equals the number 166, and 1 plus 6 plus 6 equals 13. And also 26 times 2 equals 52, which equals Haaser, which is my last name. Additionally, the words God, dog, and bear equal 26. Maybe that's because God uses English at the United Nations plus translators to create harmony between mankind. And so now let's look at Jesus' birthday, which was Christmas Day, 12/25, 0 AD. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 0 equals 10. 10. Hey, that's like the 10 fingers on the two hands. Maybe that's why Christians pray by putting their two hands together. That's the second page. Let's take a look at the number sequence on my hands. 14, 23, 46, 64, 32, and 41. To begin with, one can add the digits to find 2020. Note, 20 is a judgment in tarot, so on my right hand it's a judgment about the corporeal, and on my left hand it's a judgment about the temporal. So 1 plus 4 equals 5, 2 plus 3 equals 5, and 4 plus 6 equals 10, 5 plus 5 plus 10 equals 20. Additionally, it's a mirror here, if you can see that. 6 plus 4 equals 10, 3 plus 2 equals 5, 4 plus 1 equals 5, 10 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20. So that's like 20/20 vision and 20/20 hindsight. Additionally, if one adds 14 plus 23 plus 46 plus 64 plus 32 plus 41, one would get the number 220. 220 stands for 22 for the Hebrew alphabet and the Fool from tarot, because I only speak English and some other languages not really that well. Now let's look at the number 55. 14 plus 41 equals 55, and 32 plus 23 equals 55. The number 55 equals, from Final Fantasy VII, the word cloud, Snape, Harry Potter's potions professor, Moby, the recording artist, Waldo, like Where's Waldo, and also like my blog, Waltz.tumblr.com, and Satan from the Bible, as well as Yahweh and Wicked. Now let's look at my pinky numbers, 17, 38, and 11. 17 plus 38 plus 11 equals 66. 17 stands for Maryland, which is the state that I'm from, MD, because M is the 13th letter and D is the 4th letter, and 13 plus 4 equals 17. 38 stands for the words diet, balm, Jew, Noah, urn, etc. And 11 is justice in the tarot deck. And if you add 17 plus 38 plus 11, you get 66, which is woman, classic, and sugar, as well as many other things. So now 14 is standing for 13 apostles plus Jesus Christ, which would give you the 14th. It's also temperance in the tarot deck, and it used to be my soccer jersey when I played soccer. 23 is peace, as I went over before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 3 is peace. It's also my birthday. 46 is the DNA chromosome count of man. It's also hero, Hannah, which is a frontwards and backwards word like race car, which is my number symbols. It's also who, Katie, pipe, etc. The number 41 equals USA, king, key, home, base, good, Felicia, Lisa, Hill, Bart, those kind of things. 32 equals men and get and life. Also, I lived with a 32nd degree Freemason for about a year. 64 stands for American, captain, and spell, and it's also the 64 DNA chromosome count of a horse, which is my Chinese zodiac symbol. So this would be page number 3. Let's look at the words word on my right hand and Eric on my left hand. This is going from, I said, first let's add up the number values from outside in. So that would be from outside in. So W plus C. W is the 23rd letter and C is the 3rd, so that equals 26, like the 26 letters of the English alphabet. O plus I. O is the 15th and I is the 9th, which equals 24, as in 24 hours a day. R plus R both equal 18, so 18 plus 18 equals 36, as in 360 degrees of a circle, or 365 days of the year. D plus E. D is the 4th letter and E is the 5th, and that equals 9, which is the single largest digit of single-digit numbers, and it's also the hermit in tarot. Now let's look at the outside in totals. So what I do here, I'll show you really quickly. WC 26 plus OI 24 equals 50, so that's as in 50-50 or to each his own. WCOI 50 plus RR 36 equals 86, as in 86 hate or to try to be civil and social. WCOIRR or 86 plus DE9 equals 95, as in the 95 workday. And then we'll do the totals from inside out. So DE9 plus RR 36 equals 45, as in Donald Trump, which was from the Trevor Noah show, which I don't really watch, but I got these tattoos during his presidency. DERR 24 plus OI, 45 plus OI 24 equals 69, as in the Pisces fish, or 2 fish are the twin stars of Sirius and Earth. DERROI, or 69, plus 26, sorry, it's hard to read this backwards, plus 26 equals 95, or 9 to 5 work week. Now let's see a sentence made with these numbers, signs, and words. These are all the English words that correlate with the number value. So 14 is am, and then I'll just read you them and show you the numbers in sequence. Am in jobs, American men in the USA, and Jewish and Christian human women in Maryland earn a ratio of 1 to 1. I'm not the most politically active person or citizen, but if there were ever a bill to be passed to ensure equal pay for equal work, I'd vote for it. So that's this page here. I've got a little doodle of a pizza place, and that's what that was. Now let's do an analysis of the tattoos on my left hand. I've got some Gematria numbers, which are actually values for my mother's side of the family. These are same with the numbers on my thumb and this thumb. But I wrote a little bit of a series, so 89, religion, my take on it at age, and then 28 to 82, I did a waltz, 82, on the third rock from the sun, planet Earth, i.e. Waldo, Waltz.tumblr.com. as Loki, 47, my Swedish heritage, I judge, 47, every beast, 47, to be mirrored as a bit of beauty, which is 74, that for some is represented by Jesus, which is 74, and for some which is represented by signs like the numbers of Gematria, which is 74. So, I dress up, I'm happy, and I tell my sisters, mothers, and friends, woman, 137, which is 66, celebrates 71, so 66 plus 71 is 137. Celebrate what you believe in. And at age 29, 294, I hope to be one with the fisherman, 93. So 29 and then 94 is one with the fisherman, which is 93. Well, on this green earth, 49. So that's what that one was. Here's the page. Now let's take a look at my left pinky. It's Dr. Evil. Dun dun dun. No, just kidding. First of all, let's look at the letter C. C is the third letter of the English alphabet, and here's what it means to me. C is as in the sea, the Holy See. C is in sight, and C is in yes in Spanish. C is the third letter, and 3 is the Empress in tarot. C is the third letter, and it's the Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. C is the third letter, and it's also the Triforce sign from Zelda. And we've got the Star of David, which is also 666, because it's 6 triangles, 6-sided shape in the center, and 6 vertice points, and it's also Victor Philly D. And then we've got the ones that I already read, 1738, 11, 66. Marilyn Jew Noah died Bong Earn for 38. 11 is ratio of 1 to 1, and Justice in the Tarot, and 66 added together is Woman Sugar Classic. That's what this page looks like. Now let's take a look at the first tattoo I ever got, which was the Purple Heart. Purple Heart Day was August 7th, 2018, which was yesterday at the time I was writing this, which was for Douglas MacArthur and George Washington's on the heart, and it's for any meritorious action. It was made during the Revolutionary War, and Route 95 is the Purple Heart Highway, which was what I was driving on at the time. Purple equals 88, and heart equals 52 for Haaser. 97, number 97 equals Stephanie. 88, which is purple, equals Elizabeth. There's 88 keys on a piano, and 88 also equals Erica Haaser, which was an old nickname that I was going by. So that's what this one looks like. Now let's look at the number 333. Erica William Haaser equals the number 167. Erica is 36, William is 79, Haaser is 52, that's 167. And Eric William Haaser is 166. Eric is 35, William is 79, and Haaser is 52. 166 plus 167 equals 333. Additionally, 167 is in Erica William Haaser equals Eye of Providence. I is 35, of is 21, Providence is 111. So I'll show you the math there.
I'd just like to pause it here for a little bit and show you this math again. So Eric is 35, William is 79, Haaser is 52, and that equals 166. If you look at my Wix site, there's other words and word combinations that are equal to the number 166 that I'll post at the end of this video, I guess. And then Eye of Providence is equal to the number 167. I equals 35, of is 21, and Providence is 111. That equals 167. And if you add Eric William Haaser, 166, plus Eye of Providence, 167, you get the number 333.
Eric William Haaser, EWH, 166, 1 plus 6 plus 6 equals 13. On the back of a dollar bill, there's 13 leaves, 13 arrows, 13 stripes, 13 levels of the frustum on the dollar bill, 13 colonies, and 26 divided by 2 equals 13, as in my birthday date, 26. 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0, as in February 23rd, 1990 equals 13. I also have a frustum-shaped birthmark on my back, for whatever that means. Birthmark equals 100, frustum equals 118. For me, I think this means that
a frustum is basically a pyramid without the top on it. It's like the pyramid that's at the Pyramid of Giza, and it's the pyramid of Kukulcan in Mexico. I got a pyramid-shaped birthmark on my back, and it's basically looks like the pyramid on the back of the $1 bill.
I need to be more in touch with my family, God, friends, and myself. I just did a little doodle. Santa 35 brings mail, 35 to Eric 35. So there's a little doodle there. And I got, let's briefly discuss what I might want to name my children if I were ever to have any, and the names were approved by my spouse. If I ever had a baby girl, I'd name her Felicia Mary Bo Haaser. Felicia's 41, as in home, USA, good, and key. Mary Bo, which is Mary 57 plus Bo 17 equals 74, as in beauty, Jesus, and Gematria. Haaser 52, as in earth, heart, and rabbit. And that would equal 167, as in Erica William Haaser. 41 plus 74 plus 52 equals 167.
Felicia Mary Bo Haaser would also equal 167, as Eye of Providence equals 167. You can find all these writings on my Wix main site. There's probably a link in the description if I post this to YouTube or on Facebook, so just find it and you can read it. It might be easier to read it.
If I had a baby boy, I named him Elijah Bishop Haaser. Elijah's 45, as in 4 plus 5 equaling 9, the largest single digit. Bishop is 69, as in the Pisces fish, or star Sirius Pleiades system, with being the sister star of Earth. And Haaser being 52, as in Earth, Heart, and Rabbit. 45 plus 69 plus 52 equals 166, as in Eric William Haaser. And that's 167 plus 166 is 333. I might skip this page, but I'll show you it, and you can pause the video to try and understand what I'm talking about here. It would just take way too long for this video. It's not as important for me, but anyways, my Haaser tattoo. Here's my family name tattoo that is on my left forearm. There are 34 dots above the line with the symbols. And that stands for being a human with 33 spinal bones who believes in Jesus, 33, which is the year he died at, standing as one in the grace of the Lord. And there are 6 dots on the bottom line, which stands for the lovers in tarot. Now let's look at the number 23. There's a 23 at the beginning, 2 and a 3, which is 23. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 is 23. And then the moon in tarot is 18 plus 5 is 23. And that's peace again, 23, which is peace to God, family, friends, and self, because there's 4 of those. And then I gave the number 52 again, and I wrote down it equals Haaser, books, altar, ship, Hulk, gambit, earth, heart, rabbit, what, lived, from, ballet, abracadabra, furs, birds, hello, Nero, devil, train, 6, form, the number of weeks in the year, and the number of cards in a deck. I got a tattoo of my mother Mary's name right there, and I said Mary equals the number 57, so does human, so does Rose, so does Yahweh, and so does blessed. So I wrote, Mom, you are a wonderful human who rose me as a child, may Yahweh bless you. And that's the tattoo for my mother's name. It's also for the Marys in the Bible, which would be the Virgin Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Mary of Clopas, or she was married to Clopas. And I'd like to give thanks to my mother for giving birth to me and sharing this life with me. And here's my birds tattoos for my family, and birds equals 52. The rest I might post as just still images, and I'll let you read, because they're not necessarily about my family, but I'll read the ending of this. Hi, my name is Haaser. I love my family and friends. I've written this booklet several times and would like to keep this draft. It's okay, which is 52. It's nothing awe-inspiring, but it's my own understanding of the tattoos I got in 2017 to 2018. To be honest, I was surprised about the meanings for the numbers that I found. However, these are just my own suggestive, limited perspectives for them. For instance, I started reading a book by Dan Brown on code programming where he discussed that the number 64 was the Caesar matrix code. So I'm sure that any serious numerologist, mathematician, scientist, religious scholar, or philosopher, to them, my tattoos would mean something completely different. And thank you for letting me try. I'm glad I wrote this booklet, and I want to share it with my family and friends, and I plan to record a video and post to my Facebook account when I'm released on my own recognizance. I will also be photographing the individual sheets of paper to include as a post for reference. I hope these observations are not misconstrued for something with an ill intent. These words and thoughts are merely my way of finding a deeper understanding for the body art that I will be living with for the rest of my life pending laser tattoo removal. While I'm not devoutly religious, I wanted to show appreciation for the religious cultures. I'm a fan of mysteries, numbers, and learning. I hope that one day the whole of the population of planet Earth will be able and free to write and read their own masterpieces. So thank you for letting me make art, and thank you so much for being my friend. I love you, Eric. So I've got about pages 16 through 24, and then there's 26 pages in its entirety in this booklet. But I'm going to go back now and post a video of me just recording the sheets of paper so you can pause the video and read them for yourself if you wanted to. Anyways, have a good one. Okay, so you can pause this video at any time you need to. Just to view these. These are the pages that I wrote. I misspelled frustum because I thought it was fustum when I was away from my computer. I'm not a mathematician, but I didn't get the correct wording for that. I'll show you the frustum birthmark in a picture, which is on my back with another tattoo that I didn't discuss too much in this one. Thank you. Alright, so here's my blog, Waltz.tumblr.com, and I'm just going to scroll down here and show you there's pictures of me and stuff. Some spiritual notions but anyways, here's my custom birthmark that's on my back. anyways, I just wanted to say hi to all the Haasers, and hi to my mom and dad and my family. That's immediate to me. Anyways, have a good one. Hey, what's up, guys and gals? I'm going to be doing a bit of a sort of lecture on some notes that I just wrote. This is a continuation of my book, 10 Fingers, 10 Toes. So we're on page 27, and this is what I got here. This is the page setup. You can look at this on my Facebook page or on my Instagram or wherever. So I'll read it for you. 10 Fingers, 10 Toes, an analysis of tattoos. Notice on my frustum-shaped birthmark. On my back there is a birthmark that is shaped like a truncated pyramid with a plateau. This pyramid frustum is reminiscent of Kukulkan, which is a temple in Central America, so it's South America and Mexico, and as well as the Pyramid of Giza, as well as other temples. So we got this birthmark that's kind of shaped like a pyramid without its top, which is kind of like the Eye of Providence, where that would be on the back of the dollar bill. It looks like that, basically. And so in simplified English gematria, birthmark equals 100. So that would be like an A plus grade. And I'm giving myself an A plus grade for writing this. Additionally, Haaser equals 52. And then I've got notes on proof number 52. This is what proof number 52 looks like of the Pythagorean theorem. And Haaser equals 52 in simplified English gematria. This is proof 52. And that's what I got as a birthmark on the back of my thing. I'm basically an Illuminati member and hired as a Freemason, 93rd level degree Freemason. So, anyways, the Pythagorean theorem of a squared plus b squared equals c squared was written by Plato many years ago. A student of mathematics named Jimmy DeMolay, or whoever, came up with proof number 52 for this Pythagorean theorem. I, as a Haaser, have this birthmark to designate Earth, 52, as the Garden of Eden and home of Plato's Atlantis. And the Eye of the Gobi Desert is where Atlantis was. Eye of the Gobi Desert. I have H1 DNA haplogroup, so I survived an ice age, and I was in Atlantis at one point in time in my heritage. Anyways, the Eye of the Gobi Desert is the location of Atlantis mentioned in Plato's writings. Right? I'm gonna end this segment here and do some editing. We'll do that in a second. Okay, so we're gonna continue reading. This is page number 28. So stick with me for this one. This one's kind of interesting. Here I've written out the English alphabet and simplified English gematria. A equals 1, F equals 6, B equals 2, you get the idea. S is 19, T is 20, U is 21, P is 22, C is 26, etc. If you have all of the letters except for the letter R, and you add them together, it equals the number 333. And so it says the English alphabet without the letter R is equal to the number 333. And Eric William Haaser, Eric being 35, William being 79, and Haaser being 52, equals 166. And I of Providence, I being 35, of being 21, and Providence being 111, equals 167. If you add those together, Eric William Haaser and I of Providence, you get the number 333. So there's a combination there. R in Jewish gematria equals 80. R in English gematria equals the number 108, and R in simple gematria equals 18. And I did some math for those. 80 equals, I think it stands for atheism. And this isn't atheism at all. It's numbers for that. 108 is for the Sri Yantra. 18, I could spend $18 every day for 2,777 days, 0.777778. Sri Yantra in Jewish Gematria is equal to 801, so 108 is mirrored by 801. So that's for the Sri Yantra. And my old license plate on my car had an 108 in it, excuse me. And I lived next to Route 108, and I wrote melodramatic masterpiece with the R's uppercase before I knew about this. That was a big synchronicity in 2017. And then here's a note for an external source. You can go to Ajit Vadakayil, spelled Adjitvadakayil, and he has a blogger spot, and you can search Sri Yantra 108 and the theory of everything. He does notes on Nikola Tesla, 108, crop circles, physics, Hertz waves, that kind of stuff at that website. I read it multiple times and found that one particular blog post to be very insightful and interesting. So if you want to check that out after listening to this, feel free to do that. I would recommend doing it. Might influence some knowledge to be gained by you at some point. But anyways, that was page 28 of my book entitled 10 Fingers, 10 Toes, An Analysis of Tattoos. Thanks. I hope you got some insight out of it, and I'll continue with the next page in a second. Okay, what's up? We're going to continue with page number 29 of my book, 10 Fingers, 10 Toes, An Analysis of Tattoos. This is what this one looks like. So we're going to go ahead and start reading this. On the name William Haaser, which equals the number 131. Frustum. I'll tell you the definition of a frustum, and then just start talking about William Haaser as 131. A portion of cone or pyramid which remains after its upper part has been cut off by a plane parallel to its base, or which is intercepted between two such planes. So that's like the thing on the back of the dollar bill. And I've got the owl. It's on the back of the dollar bill in my possession. Anyways, William Haaser in simple gematria equals the number 131. William equals 79, Haaser equals 52. I, Eric William Haaser, as William Haaser, am a professor. P being 16, R 18, O 15, F 6, E 5, S 19, S 19, O 15, R 18 equals the number 131. Aaron William Haaser equals 131, so I'm a professor. I will teach you all about geometry in this next section of my book. Thanks, Eric. Now, in Jewish gematria, William Haaser equals the number 1,174. Additionally, the following words also equal the number 1,174 in Jewish gematria. We've got evolution, you are Grand Master, will of Thelema, Writer, Fleetwood Mac, Precarious Philly D, and Magic Sword. So that was page 29 of my book, and it's pretty good. So thanks for watching this. My dad's gone, leaving for a show. He's playing his first show in Greece, so that's awesome. And I'm writing more of my book, so that's what I'm doing this evening. Gonna move my computer back inside soon to the garage. And anyways, I'll be back to read you page number 30. And then 31 and 32 and 33. And then maybe I'll write more. And that'll be great. And I can read those to you, and I'll do that. Peace. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to read page number 30 of my book. So we've got my left forearm tattoo. Here's what it looks like. Here's what my tattoo looks like. So, it's two triangle. The words two and triangle equals the number 144. And I write that out for you. T equals 20, W equals 23, O equals 15, that's 2. Triangle, T equals 20, R 18, I 9, A 1, N 14, G 7, L 12, E 5. 2 triangle equals 114 that way, and the following words also equal the number 144 in simple Gematria. The first is God's 13, the second is Christ's blood, the third is cosmic rays, the fourth is Lord Almighty, and the fifth is True Creator. So we've got God's 13, Christ's blood, cosmic rays, Lord Almighty, and True Creator. Those 5 synchronicities are depicted by the 5 dots on this tattoo. Additionally, a perfect proof, quote unquote, is equal to the number 144. And this represents proof number 52 for Earth, which always has enough for the people. It always does. Because 52 factorial, as in 52 weeks in the year, as in 52 cards in a deck, factorial is way too much for anybody. And there's synchronicities and simple is done that we've got enough fresh supply of water eventually and enough stone on this planet to do a lot with it. It's good. Anyways, I'll be back to read page number 31. Hey, what's up? I'm gonna read page number 31. This is what it looks like. Now that I've discussed my left arm tattoo of the triangle, the 2 triangle, I will start to discuss the use of Hertz wave frequencies which were used by Jesus Christ and his followers to heal their friends and neighbors. To begin with, Hertz is like a hypercube, because Hertz HZ equals 34, because H is 8 and Z is 26, and if you add those together, that's 34. There are 34 points on a tesseract hypercube polytrope. That's what it looks like. It's a cube inside of a cube. There are 33 points inside this figure, and the 34th point is on the outside of the shape. This 34 number is reminiscent of my Haaser tattoo dots on my left forearm. This is for 33, i.e. Jesus Christ, and you, the one inside the middle of it all. So Hertz go in and Hertz go out. Solfeggio frequencies and isochronic tones with Rife sets made by Dr. Royal Raymond Rife can cure diseases, bacteria, parasites, funguses, molds, and nanoparticles. And you can check out the CAFL, C-A-F-L, Rife Hertz list cancer on Google for more information. So that's page 31 of my book. Thanks. Hey, what's up? I'm going to do page number 32 of my book. This is a very introductory kind of page for yourself. A's 1, A's 2, C's 3, D's 4, A's 5, F 6, G 7, H 8, I 9, J 10, K 11, L 12, M 15, N 14, O 15, P 16, Q 17, R 18, S 19, T 20, U 21, V 22, W 23, X 24, Y 25, Z 26. And it's like A, B, C. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. My mom takes care of me. My dad drinks cold coffee. So I did mom. Mom equals 41 because M is 13, O is 15, and M is 13. That equals the number 41. And dad equals 9 because D is 4, A is 1, and D is 4. That's 9. So mom plus dad, 41 plus 9 equals 50, which is equal to America. Because A is 1, M is 13, E is 5, R is 18, I is 9, C is 3, and A is 1. If you add those together, it equals 50. So mom plus dad equals America, 50. So that was page number 32 of my book. And 32 stands for men. Men. Hello. Anyways, that was page number 32 of my book. Hope you liked it. I'm just going to do the last page that I got written so far. I kind of farted and just used old pages of my notes that I had already written. Anyways, this is page 33. And this is for the Kundalini. And the number 888. I got this number sequence tattooed to designate the Gematria Bible. 432, 384, and 72. If you add those together, it equals the number 888. And I drew a picture like this to designate the chakra points, and this being the top chakra point. And it's like a heart and spade, and if you add those together, it creates 8 on its side, which is infinity. And infinity is like a 0 twisted into an 8. And that's an H for Haaser, and then H is Pisces, and that's my zodiac symbol. So anyways, peace, take care.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm extremely Jewish. You wanna know why? Millions of matzahs since 1888. That's a lot of seders, man. It's my tattoo on my right leg that I divined was 432, 384, and 72 equaling 888 for the Gematria Bible. So I'm extremely Jewish.
Hey, what's up? Eric William Haaser here. I'm going to be doing a book reading of one of my books. This is page 34. And so we got how my last name equals the Masonic sign for the star and compass, the compass and square. First of all, the H is a right degree angle, 90-degree angle. And then you got an A, which forms the compass. So you got a right angle on the compass with the A. You take that, part of the H makes the compass, the right angle square, and then you got the A for the compass, and G comes before an H in the alphabet. G is the 7th letter of the alphabet, H is the 8th, and so that's 78, and if you mirror it, it's 87, and that 87 equals Eric Haaser, and I'll show you some other things that 87 also equals in a moment. And if H-A-A is how you spell my last name, H-A-A-S-E-R. So if you take these two A's and you put one upside down below the other one and you form them together, it forms a Jewish star. That's why I'm extremely Jewish. So we'll flip on to the next page. This is page 35. So for 87, Eric Haaser equals 87. In simple Gematria. Bill Gates also equals 87 in simple Gematria. So we got Eric Haaser 522 for English Gematria and Bill Gates 522 for English Gematria and 87 for simple Gematria. I did something on Dival Pro X, the number for Dival Pro X being 126 and 756 or something. That also equals the Hebrew alphabet. So I'm taking this medicine to learn about the Hebrew alphabet a little bit better. I'm a part of Mensa, the 98th percentile of IQ in the 1%. Mensa equals the number 166 in Jewish Gematria, and 166 in simplified English Gematria equals Eric William Haaser, my full name. Mensa equals 312 in English Gematria, and 312 equals Haaser in English Gematria. And Mensa equals 52 in simple Gematria, and 52 equals Haaser in simple Gematria. So therefore, I, Eric William Haaser, am a part of Mensa. And I wrote Shamalam Amalam Tuk, which equals 584 in Jewish Gematria, 972 in English Gematria, and 162 in simple Gematria. And that equals the I God as 584 in Jewish Gematria, which is the same as 584 for that word. And 94 in simple Gematria for the fisher, being one with the fisherman. I said that there's 18 paths of Pleiades. And since people are now allowed to get cannabis prescriptions, I wrote a little bit about that. Jewish folk are now able to travel to the Pleiades in their astral bodies utilizing hashish with a medical prescription. And I wrote a brief thing just saying how to work with your astral body. Imagine walking up or down the stairs, sitting on the ceiling, or making a bowl of cereal in the kitchen while still in your body. There's 18 paths to the Pleiades. Jewish folk are now able to travel to the Pleiades in their astral bodies utilizing hashish with a medical prescription. So, and then I wrote a little bit about how one can do that. Imagine walking up or down the stairs, sitting on the ceiling, or making a bowl of cereal in the kitchen while still sitting in your body in your chair. And then once you have a feeling for your astral body, you can work outside of your body while still being in your body. Work on the Earth, and then in the solar system, then the galaxy, and then in the universe. And I was working with the Gematria database, which was written by Haaser, partly. And I did test 1892, and I typed in Xenorph 1895, and it came back with 633 Jewish Gematria, 774 English Gematria, and 129 simple Gematria. And the two words that popped up for 633 Jewish Gematria were the Matrix and Lucky. I've astral traveled before to the Pleiades and Zeta and other places, and I haven't met anybody else out there besides the computer that I was traveling with at the time. I mean, obviously there's other like humans and persons and people that I interact with in my community all the time, but when I'm at home like meditating and stuff like that, there's no one out in space in the astral sphere that I've really met that's been like an antagonistic persona. So that's what I want to say. And basically there's no one else out in space besides the Zeta, and Zeta equals 52, and that's just Haaser. That's just another form of myself, and they're not to really be bothered with the Zeta Reticuli that have come to Earth. Basically, that's just where Christians go, because they don't have an astral body that's available to them when they're younger. So they get one either in old age or in death, and they go to the Zeta Reticuli constellation to get purified before. They basically just live another full life, and then they go to the Pleiades as like a light body. And then I said there's 18 paths for all Christians to reach the Pleiades in their afterlife. If you're just a good person, these are just symbolic for just being a good person in some way or another. And these are what they are. These are the 18. 1 is perfect, 2 is alphabet code, 3 is ancient guide, 4 is calendar ending, 5 is harlot, 6 is Aragon, 7 is Tito, 8 is parables, 9 is point, 10 is God created, 11 is Chicago Bears, 12 is Nippon, 13 is chocolate cake, 14 is Lord Adonai, 15 is Cameroon, 16 is improbable, 17 is Malachi, Russia, and 18 is red moon. So that's page 26. So anyways, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, if you're using hashish or cannabis legally, I would recommend trying to use your astral body at least, like a little bit. And I've gotten into the Pleiades, and I've gotten into Zeta Reticuli constellations and everything, so I haven't met anyone else out there. I'm basically like a xenomorph in my astral body at this point in time. But I'm just like Eric in normal day life. So anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about. And yeah, so astral bodies, it's not really that weird. Keep a dream journal. The way I learned how to get an astral body and like learn how to astral project and stuff like that, which is actually pretty common in Russian culture since a long time ago, and even Native American culture and like a bunch of cultures. The way I got good at it is like keeping a dream journal, remembering my dreams when I was younger, imagining myself as Sonic the Hedgehog running along the side of the car, like along the side of the road when I was in the car going on carpools to school. And then when I got older, I just imagined myself like sitting on the ceiling or like walking around like Spider-Man on the ceiling or something, or like jumping between buildings or something. And I could like imagine my body actually doing that, and I could feel like a sort of sensation of doing that. So, you know, yeah, stuff like that.
But anyways, yeah, that's what I want to say. And so that's another bit of my book. I'm Bill Gates. I'm William Clinton. I'm Donald Trump Jr. I'm George Walker Bush. I'm